What is going on, everybody? McLaren Speech Up World Champion coming at you, and we're here back. RP Law. Still, sorry for such big gaps and everything, but should be returning back to, I believe, a normal balance here, hopefully this week. So, back into the grind. Got a lot of things planned. But before we jump into the breakdown, gotta shout out the man, the legend that puts this all together, BATSU. If you are financially able to, I would definitely recommend if you can support him through his Patreon or everything. I believe the lowest option is just $3 USD a month to help him be able to, so we can get the servers going. And also provide him that extra security. I know it's been a bunch of stuff going on for the updates and everything, and by the time you see this video, timeline wise, the next update for the game might be out, so that'd be cool. But yeah, gotta shout him out. Just because, again, anyway, if you can support, because, again, it's just one guy doing all this for thousands of us, which is pretty sick. And, yeah, for us to be able to put to the game. So, yeah, shout out BATSU. And if you are financially able to, definitely recommend. I'll have the link to his Patreon and stuff in the description if you are interested in supporting, reaching out and everything. But let's jump into the build. Been hearing some rumblings. We got some doubters, some red, purple law doubters out there. For a couple different reasons, just because one, there's the fear that this might get leader banned in the future, which may be tough. We'll see. We got a few weeks before we hear about that. But again, until then, though, this is still a great deck. It's one of the most fun decks in the game, and I feel like also a lot of people forget that yes, in OP08 RP Law straight busted, but OP07 not busted. People look at the numbers and everything, but the only reason RP Law was on the top in the East and everything was because Black was split between Lucci, Moria, and then however you want to classify Enel and Luffy and stuff like that too. But right now, I've not seen anyone playing Moria. Everyone is on Robert, so that's going to completely shift just how the numbers and stuff are going to be, just on play rates. And a lot of people still love yellow, so over here from my experience so far and playing. But yeah, outside of that though, this deck is still hard to use in OP07. There's a skill gap. You have to manage your Don, you have to pay attention to what your opponent's doing and stuff like that. It's still the same old, the time you put into RP Law is the better results you're going to get. And I feel like that is a difficult thing too, because you actually have to put in a lot more effort into Law than you have to do with any of the other decks. But yeah, let's jump into the breakdown. We don't have Ain. The reason I don't have Ain is just because I want to play making against the current meta and stuff. We have Shreya and Law for Luffy, and then I love Miss All Sunday, Queen, Sanji, and Kid against Enel and against Robert. They're great. So we're just kind of slowing the game down just a little bit, just to open up some things. But mostly focus on with this build is obviously the Ain combo is great, but we're a little bit more, we want to have a decent number of removal, but I also am more favored in playing against, so we can go outside of again, Luffy recycling the 4-cost Luffy that KOs the 4 costs or lower. So being able to make sure we have the 5 costs out, I think is very, very good, because you can just straight up nullify their game plan if you just kind of slow the game down a little bit. And also great against Enel, just being able to have all these cards here. And yeah, Zoro also great against Luffy. And the reason why I say that is because it allows you don't have to hit him to knock him down to life to still get your active Don. If you want to use Zoro here, attack and get your Don so you can build up to go for game, especially if they wall up and stuff, outside of then not needing Shreya and stuff like that, or Bon Clay, it just gives you another option in that matchup. And I just still love, if you go first, this is just a great card to drop. But you can still play around with numbers and stuff, though, too. And I'm not saying Ain shouldn't be in this deck. I'll probably next video, Ain will be back in. My goal with all this stuff is not to go off on what my current build is just to put out ideas as much as possible, so you guys can have as many different options. Because especially if you're not gelling with a certain build and stuff like that, you know? If you want to drop Miss All Sunday down to 2, you can drop Gordon down 1, you can drop Otama down like that. You can bring Ain straight back in. It's just playing around with the numbers and ratios that you feel and just kind of being able to commit to the cards that you want to see like on certain turns. Like when you get to turn 3, if you wanting to be able to see stuff like that or whatever combos you kind of your go-to combos you're comfortable with is what I would recommend building around. But yeah, enough yapping. Glad to be back. Let's jump into some games. All right, we got some Luffy action. You know what? We'll keep it. We'll keep it. We got Kid and Killer. Just because we have this, we got a little bit of everything here. So we can adjust to see how they play and then kind of go from there. We have Bond Clay for next turn. Do that there. Okay. Yeah, like this stuff, but well, pretty much. I don't know. Again, in this matchup, I like to kind of adjust against how our opponent kind of plays for like game pace. So if they have a bunch of the cards to take their own life and everything, I like to then be able to go super aggressive. So that's why I like Kid and Killer right here. But we'll just see how things go. But Bond Clay, obviously massive in this matchup, so we would like to be able to do that. I'm just gonna attack them. We'll see what they do. So we drop them down there, which is cool. So then we can go, we'll go Bond Clay, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll get rid of this, bring in the boys there, get us 4, so next turn we'll be at the 6. We'll leave 1 up just for funsies, because I just want to see what they would do there. So they have 9 cards in hand. Pretty much get to adjust of what they have here. So they're just hard dropping the Sabo. Okay, interesting. Need a bottom deck. This is a key card, so we're gonna bottom deck this, and then we'll just leave Bond Clay chilling and go from there. I'm fine with taking this one. Okay, nice. So that's good for us there. I have Queen and the boys here, so we could go that, or we could drop another Bond Clay here, because they're here. They're here. I want to make sure I get rid of this and just leave Bond Clay chilling, pretty much is my plan. So we'll drop this. We'll do that there. So we'll drop that down. That leaves us here. Let's drop another Bond Clay. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this. So we got him down to 2. Probably bring in Sanji, because I'm at... Oh no, I'm 1 off. I did the math wrong. Whoops. Well, that was a goof. Goof on me there. Well, we can drop Kid and Killer. Let's just see what they do here. We'll attack 5, and then play around. Let's see what they do with this. All right, so they block that with the Luffy there. The leaves me with 2. I'll leave them at 2. Okay, we'll end our turn there then, and go from there. All right, so interesting. Okay, so we got another baby Sabo. I'm not gonna lie, with them making that play, I would have. I don't know why they didn't. Well, I guess math-wise, it worked out for them to do this. Okay, interesting. No, we'll block it with this, I guess. Keep that up. All right, so they're at 8. Ooh, we got our boy here as well. Oh man. Okay, so I have the 2 Bond Clays. Man, I could put 1 here, attack, and then attack. Or we drop this. Alright, I think I'm gonna make this play. We'll do this. Get rid of 2 of their cards. So we got rid of those and those. So then I may go this and this. Just to see what they do. So I'll put 1 on here. We'll attack. 7 on 5. See what they do with this. So, all right, they sack the Sabo, which is fine, because then I can attack, leave them at 1. Where am I at here? We could bring in the boys. I might just leave this, but I also kind of want to go for just attacking them, potentially go for the game. Because we got rid of both of those. We have a blocker up, just in case, if I need it. They have all this stuff, which is, like, low. Alright, we'll attack him here. Because now I can like poke at him and put him in a weird spot. Alright, so they block that one, so we get him down 1 there. Because I could do it again. Do that, and then, alright. Oh, we'll try it again. We'll just see what they do. Because then, alright, so they take that already. So we'll just put this on here then. We'll attack them 8 on 5. Force them out of cards in hand, potentially here. So we get rid of both of those for there. 2K. Alright, we'll just call it good there then. So we can play around with stuff there. Let's see. So they're going 1 on 1. Alright. Fine with that. Don't want to sack anything because, again, they have all of these. So we'll just leave it there. So they're at 7, though. Again, in this matchup, too, make sure you pay attention to their Don. Because, again, they have to put 2 on. And then, obviously, their big play with Moria. So they're going Sabo into Luffy. So bringing in Sabo. Again, we have this to get rid of this here, which is chill for us. So they're attacking 9 on 5 there. So they have all of this. Well, we'll just block that then with Law. And then they're bringing in this Sabo. Oh, I guess we'll see what they... Okay. Interesting. They only have 2 cards. I put 1 on here, attack them there. Let me see if the math... Yeah, the math will math for us. Do that. Attack him 7 on 7. So we can do that. Now we put him in a weird spot. So they get rid of the 1 card there. Okay, so I could drop this down. Or I could put 2 on here, attack him here. Oh, I think we're good. No matter what then. So I can put the 2 on here then. We attack him here. And yeah, there's nothing they could do there. Because we put him in the weird spot with our Don management there. So there we go against Luffy. And yeah, being able to play around their stuff there. And again, against Luffy, it's just weird. It's like you just have to, I don't know, I feel like go with the flow, I guess. And to make the adjustments and stuff. And then also pay attention to their trash. Trash and then their Don. So making it so they can't hit us with this combo. You like if you can jump them, especially turn 5, if they're going like first, it's great. But yeah, prioritize, I feel like for sure, this Sabo. Like if they drop it, just bottom deck it. Outside of that, because again, if we can get that Sabo so they can't do their recycle, that's great for us, because this is like normally this is the only blocker that they really go for. So if you get rid of that, even if they're able to boost themselves up with other stuff, if you again have decent Don, you can just then do what we did here. So yeah, Luffy though does get tough though if they're able to, again, especially spam Moria. Like I don't know, against any deck that runs Moria, it just kind of comes down to if they're able to hit multiple. But outside of that though, yeah, things went well. All right, we got Robert. We got an interesting opening hand here, so we'll play around with stuff here. Fortunately, we don't have 3 costs to drop, so we're just kind of locked into our normal stuff there. Luckily, though, no stage from them. We're gonna make a play. I'm gonna attack them for 7, and then because they don't have the stage, I'm gonna drop Max, and we'll see what we can do, because that could potentially open up us being able to just drop Miss All Sunday next turn if they can't get rid of this. Or we can force them into using early resource to get rid of this right now. So we'll see what they do. Because yeah, if they play anything, Max is chilling, and then we can play around that. So it'll be close. So they're attacking 5 on 5. All right, we get Shiraya. Let's see what they drop here, and we'll play around that. So, all right, they're dropping Rebecca. Okay, so they're grabbing Sabo into the Spandam. Okay. So we're able to do that there. Ooh, I get Kid now. We go Miss All Sunday. Get a Don. That there. Or do we want to go Kid? Because we have both of our combos we can play around with. So I could go card draw or get a Don back. I might go card draw here. Alright. We'll do that while we can. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Bottom deck that. Leaves us with the 3 there. 2 there. Just attacking 5 on 5. See if we get something out. And we'll play around with stuff there. But like this play, because now we'll be at 7 next turn. Gives us the flexibility. Again, we still need, they'll probably be able to get rid of this. But with Max being on the field, Max is still like defense in a weird way. So, and they still don't have stage, so we can still play around with Max here. Because, yeah, if they played stage, that's 2. They'll only use them with 4. So it definitely limits a lot of their options of stuff that they can do. And then we can make some plays. Against Raya in this matchup, lean towards him being mostly counter. But it just kind of depends on some things here. Because I'm going to be at 7 next turn. We'll be able to drop Kid. And then we could go into... Actually, we could make that play because we'll be there. I could drop Kid, get one back, bring in Shiraya. So we could do like a big combo. We could do a 3-character combo here. So we may do that. So they have 5. Kaku potentially. I'm going to make the play. I'll probably block this. So we're going no. Block this while we can now. And then we're just force them into... So they have 5. Trying to think. Because they drop this to 4. Because Kaku's 3. So they'd only be able to get rid of Max. So, yeah, they're dropping Kaku. So they're going to get rid of Max. Okay. So they get rid of Max there. Okay, we get Kid and Killer again here. Well, we could just go big, attack them. Because we got them here. I have this. If I drop this, we get rid of this. Because I could make a big play. Because we'll get one back. Then I have Bond Clay. So there's a couple different things we do. Alright, let's lead with a 5. And see what happens. Alright, so they do that there. Okay, so I'm going to drop Kid. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this. I can then bring in... So we'll get one back here. If I bring in Bond Clay, that gives us another one. So I could go Kid and Killer at the end here as well. So we'll drop Bond Clay. That gives us 4. So we'll attack him 5 on 5. So they do that. Alrighty. I'll attack him again 5 on 5. Interesting. Okay. And then we'll drop Kid and Killer. Attack him again 5 on 5. Thought for sure they would take one of them, but they're going to hyper defense. Dang. Okay. So, alright, we'll just do this then. So, with me going to 8 next turn, I can use the boys here as a 2K. It just kind of depends. They don't have stage, so if they drop Moria, again, paying attention to the trash, they only have Suru. So, some of our stuff is probably safe. We have Bond Clay on the board and Kid and Killer, so these are both high priority targets here for them. So, they're going 5 on 5 there. We'll see what they minus down. So they're minusing Kid down. I'm just gonna do this then. Because now if they attack this, I can use Shiraya to block that there. No. So we got the boys. Now we can block this. So they are keeping the 8, so I assume they got Moria. If they are playing that way. And okay, so then we can play around a bunch of stuff. Because they kind of have to get rid of Bond Clay if they're going to drop Moria. I'm going to be sitting at 8 Don, so we can just kind of fire off at a bunch of stuff. So alright, there's Moria. Into Rebecca. Alright. And then we'll just play around with everything there. See what they bring here. So, they're bringing the 2K Kaku back. Okay, that's all they do. So, no removal. we're kind of big fans of that, actually. So I could use a bunch of stuff here. We just attack this. I can then bring in Queen. -1 down, draw 2, trash 1. How do we want to go about this? Because I could just also blast them down a bunch here. I kind of want to get rid of this, though. Because I have this here, and we'd be able to get rid of this for free as well. So we'll just put 1 on here. Let's attack 6 on 6. So we know they have a 2K in hand. I mean, this is just the problem card pretty much. But, alright, so they do that. Okay, so then we can put 1 on here. Just gonna attack them 6 on 6 a bunch here. I would like to, yeah, get as much stuff out of their hand as possible. These 5 there. Alright, we'll attack again 6 on 6. So, okay, we're able to get rid of that there. How do I want to go about this then? Because I could drop Queen. We have Kid and Killer that I'm able to then also bring in. So we could do a couple of swings here. Alright, so let's drop Queen over the boys here. Use card action, -1. We get Kid and Killer and Ray. Guess we'll trash 1 Kid and Killer. That gives me 1 back. Because I attack him here, attack him here. I could do... Alright. We'll attack 5. Alrighty. And then I'll put 1 on here. We'll attack him 7. Alright. Attack him 9. Alrighty. And then we can go 1, 2, 3. Do I want to go Kid and Killer? Get them down to 0? Potentially. Or get their cards back in hand? Or do we want to go Ray, get 2 cards? I guess we'll go Ray. We'll get rid of, choose 0. Let's get our 2 cards back. Everything here is kind of important. So we'll do that. Grab 2 there. Okay. And then we'll call it good there. So we got him to 1, keeping a Kid and Killer. We could have gone hyper aggressive there, but we're just kind of playing a little bit chill. Again, we use our Otama earlier in the game to keep ourselves at the 3 here. I'm gonna go ahead and block that. If they're just leading with the 5, we can do that. Because Bon Clay's like a big threat here. And we can just play around with a bunch of stuff there. Alrighty. Because, yeah, getting rid of 1 attack there. So, alright, they're dropping the Sabo. So they get rid of... Alright, well, good play out of us then. Interesting they're leaving both of these on the board, though. So, this will be pretty big play here. Pretty big sequence of events, because I'm still at 3. A bunch of things I can do. Alright, well, let's attack 9 on 5. So we do a bunch of stuff there. Alright. Well, let's attack 5. And okay, yeah, nothing they can do about that. But yeah, didn't have to worry about stage, so that's good. Played... we took our defensive chance early, so we could protect our life later in the game. Because I kind of like doing that in Lucci. Just because you can assume this is probably coming. So later on, especially since we don't have like a ton of counter, you know, being able to protect things there. But it also just depends on your hand though. Like if you have card draw opportunities. Because I wouldn't advise doing that if you aren't confident of getting stuff back. But yeah, we kind of made a good play. They attacking there, being able to preserve our hand. Queen there. Surprised they didn't get rid of one of these 2. But I don't think we had another Kid and Killer, so it looks like it wouldn't have mattered. Because if they left whatever, I would have probably just attacked. Because if that got rid of Bon Clay, they would have left Kid and Killer and Ray. I probably would have put 2 on Kid and Killer and attacked them. And yeah, they're bricked in hand. So I don't think it wouldn't have mattered what they would have got rid of based on this. But yeah, there we go. Getting the dub on Robert. Alright, we got some Enel action. Let's snag second here since we got the pick there. When we get out of this. Alright, well, now I didn't want as many mulligan because we have the 3 costs, and I was hoping to not then just get the same amount. But this is chill. We have, again, a 5 and our 6. So we'll be able to play around that, which is pretty strong in this matchup. And as always, we'll see what kind of game it is right here on turn 2. So see if we can pull things out. Again, it'll also depend literally what all is just right here, pretty much. So they hit the Hiyori. All right. Snag it a life, putting something else there. So we'll just see what they are able to do off of that, and then play around that. Okay, so they're hitting us. We want to take that. So we got 3 of our 4 Sanjis, and we get another Ray. Interesting. Well, what would I want to do here then? I kind of want to just drop this so I can play Missile Sunday next turn. I would love to be able to just drop a 4 cost. But, alright. Let's attack them and see what they do. See what they put here, I guess. Oh, okay. Never mind. So, they do that. Alright. We'll just drop this then. And we'll get some information. See what they have. And how they play it. Again, we got plenty of defense. But I'm just kind of playing around so I can get an extra card. Okay, so they do have the BATSU. Interesting. So we get the Otama there. Okay. And we get Kid. Alright, well, let's drop the Missile Sunday. Alright, we get the Clutch Gordon here. And so this is at 5. We'll attack them 5 on 5. So they got the Wimpy Hoshi. Trashing another one there. And another one there. Okay. So let's deploy this then. Onto BATSU here. So we're at 7. They're at 5. Well, we'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this. So I'm only at 4, so I can't bring in this, unfortunately, because, again, 5, 4. And then we're 1 off in Ray. So I guess we'll bring in a Shiraya here. And call it good there. Because, again, 7 cards in hand, so I can't use Ray. So we'll play a little... Potentially a little defense here. They're at 7. Next turn, we have the potential Yamato, so we can play around stuff there. Oh, okay. Never mind. They're playing... I have no idea why they're making this play with us having Shiraya, if they don't have a way to get rid of Shiraya. But, you know, we'll let them cook and see what happens. Okay. I think they realized what was up there. So we'll get rid of 1 Sanji here. And then no, I'll get rid of, well, what is this? This is at 3. Because we can hang on to this for now. And then we'll get rid of that as well. Yeah, they realized the error of their ways with the Shiraya on the board here. Alright, attack them here first. Again, just in case they get, something crazy. So they block that. Interesting. I'll attack him again. Alrighty. They're able to draw 1 with the Frankie. So that puts us here. So what do we want to do here then? Because I could just attack. We could leave them at 2. If they play Yamato, they'd only be able to get rid of a 4. Or do I want to knock them down 1 to keep our 4s alive? And then they'd have be forced to get rid of Shiraya here. Alright, let's see what they do with this. We'll play from there. Okay, so they're staying at the 2. Interesting. Alright, well, we'll drop this down then. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. We'll get rid of this. We'll bring in Ray. Hit our card draw and stuff there. And alright, we'll call it good. Because again, they're at 9. So if they drop Yamato here. Okay, never mind. They're dropping Luffy. Okay. And then the Hiyori set up something here. And then they're attacking me. I'll go this and this. So we'll make that play there. Alright, so they put something silly here, I assume. We have another kid. Well, let's just lead with this. See what they put there. So, alright, the Onami, which is fine. That puts him at 1. Well, we could make just the same play. Honestly, I could drop Kid. We get rid of something else. Leave him at 1. Because all I can do is attack him down to 0. This is the best that I got. So probably shouldn't do that just in case I get some shenanigans. So let's drop another Kid. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this just in case they drop like Katakuri or something. And then bring in Ray again. 2 more cards. We get Bon Clay. Alright, so we'll end it there. And we'll just play around stuff there. So Ace potentially would give him 1 back. And then we can block. We'd be able to block Leader though, regardless. So they're attacking there. I'm going to no. We'll block this here. Okay, so there's the Yamato, which we're kind of fine with. Don't have to worry about too much stuff here. So we'll just lead with a 5. See what they do. So they block that. Okay. We'll just knock them down then. Keep it going. Okay, they got something. They got something. They got something silly. We'll play around that. Because I can drop Sanji here now for just the 3. So, okay, they hit the Capone. Well, that's a bit annoying. Could drop Queen for blocker and Sanji. We get a wall of blockers up. But I would lose 4, give me 3 for 5. I could just drop Miss All Sunday again to draw a card. And then bring in Sanji. Or we could drop Bon Clay. Actually, wait, how does the math... If I drop Bon Clay, we could do a 3. Bon Clay, Sanji, Ray, potentially here. With them hitting that. Okay, so I can drop this down then. Because we'll get 1 back from this. So that leaves me 4. I can drop, just hard drop Sanji as well here. So we'll just go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. Bring in Ray for Ray here. Okay, we get 2 blocker laws. Okay, honestly, I'll probably just do this then. Okay. Get our wall going here. It's all pretty much down to this. If they play anything big, obviously I can block leader attack because we have these 2. Bon Clay chilling here, which is very good as well. And yeah, we can just play around that. Next turn, I'll be at 7. Pretty much just need to keep Kid up. So I can sack Sanji if needed, but we have 2. We're keeping ourselves at the golden 2 here. So leaves them with 8. So they can't play anything too crazy. They attack here. I don't have to worry about losing this. Okay. We'll just do that. See if we can get them into a weird spot here. As if they have everything that there. Alright, let's just block this here. And we'll see what they do. Alright, Katakuri. Okay. So they're putting the Hiyori back. Alright. Fine with that. Ooh, we get Kid Killer. Okay, that's very clutch there. So now they have a 2K if they take this. Alright, let's do an info read then. Okay, so they take that. So we know they have the 2K. Alrighty. So it leaves me with 1. Alright. Put 1 on here. Attack 7 on 5. Okay. Well, they get the Nami, which is annoying, but okay. I'll attack him 7 on 5 then. Then we get a player on that. Alright, well, a little annoying on that, but it is what it is. 0. Bring in Kid and Killer. And unless those are all 2Ks. well, mathematically, it doesn't matter. Like, there we go. So the dub on NL, a little bit of workaround, a little bit sloppy. I feel like I could have made this read, but I thought they wouldn't have gone that route. But I guess their options were limited. I thought they were gonna go for like another Yamato or something, but works out for us even with them hitting Capone's and Onami to their life. That's annoying. Oh yeah, and Frankie, dude. What about a bunch of silly stuff there? But yeah, there we go. On Enel. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.